Hi guys, my name is Deep Turing Lepcha and I would like to welcome you to the short video tutorials. In the previous video I showed you how to actually configure the password for console port. That means how to actually implement dual security on your router. But in this video I'm going to show you again based upon the console password, but the thing is that it's going to ask you the password based upon the credentials. That means you have to type in the username and then you have to type in the password. Only after that you're going to get the access to the router. So let's dive in. I'm going to open up my console security RT, hit enter, and then I'm going to just type in the password as CONSOLA. This was defined on my console port password, right? So you can see that when I hit enter it asks me about the password but not the username. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have the access based upon the user credential. That means I'm going to create username and password, and then when we are going to log in to the router it's going to ask me the username and the password, not only the password, right? So let's start then. Enable and then hit enter. CCNA. Alright, I'm in privilege mode right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the global configuration mode, configure terminal, and then hit enter. Now I am in global configuration mode. I'm going to create usernames and passwords. So username, alright, username it's going to be user1, and then password would be user1. So this is my first username and password. I'm going to create 3 users with 3 different variations. Let's say username, user2, and then secret would be 15. Okay, the privilege would be 15, and then the password would be user2 again. So that means what is privilege I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to make you understand as well. This is the let's say the administrative level privilege, and then the third one would be username, user3, and then let's say the secret, the password would be user3. So I have got 3 users. Do show history, right? It shows you the history command as well. So I have got 3 users. User1 has, let's say, the user1, and then the password is user1 again, and then user3 has the password user3 but it is secret, and then user2 has privilege 15, and then it has the password as user2 again. So what it actually does, what this privilege means, let's say when I'm going to log into the router, if you are trying to get the access of user exit mode by using this user1 and user1, that means you have to type the enable password as well. If you are actually logging in with the username as user2 and then you're defining the password as user2, you're going to get direct access of the privilege mode. And what this does is, normally if you're not using the service password encryption, this password is going to be seen clearly in the running configuration, and then if you're going to use this one, that means your password is going to be more secure. So if I'm going to create user4, that means privilege 15, and then secret would be user4. So I've got 2 variants, right? Show history, do show history, because you have to run forcefully, right? Now I have got one variation of this and another variation of this with the secret, and I have got one variation of clear text privilege 15 and then the secret privilege 15. So I'm going to just view the usernames on the run configuration. Do show running configuration, and then hit space. There you can see I have got 4 users, right? And then the password, it has been encrypted with secret. That means it is actually using the MD5 hashing algorithm, and these passwords are actually being encrypted by service password encryption. That means these can be cracked through router. This is the 7, that is equivalent to enable password, and this is the enable secret. It is encrypted by MD5. So I'm going to just hit space and then come down a little bit just to view the line console. There you can see my line console password. The main thing, when I actually typed console, it's been encrypted by service password encryption, and then I typed login. So that means when I'm going to try to log into the router, it's going to ask me the console password. After getting the access, you are going to type enable, and then you're going to get the access of the privilege mode. So now I'm going to show you the difference between these 4 users, how they can actually get the access of the user exit mode and the privilege mode. So after creating your username, what you are going to do is you're going to go to the console, line console 0, and then now you are in line configuration mode. Now what I'm going to do is, before you type login, right now I'm going to type login local. What does this mean is, when you are trying to log into the router, you're going to use the local username and password to get into the router, or maybe to get the access of the user exit mode. So login local helps you to log in with the username and password. Let's see, exit through the line configuration and then global configuration mode. Now I am in privilege. Okay, exit. Now when I'm going to hit enter, it's not going to ask me the password, but it's going to ask me the username. So I'm going to hit enter. Now you can see it's asking me about the user. So I'm going to type user1, hit enter. It shows me, or it asks me about the password. So user1. Now I'm going to get I'm getting the user exit mode access, right? Again I have to type enable, and then again I have to type CCNA. Now I get the privilege mode access. So I showed you that show run. Again I'm going to show you again. So that means when you're actually logging it with user1 and then let's say user3, you're going to type both the passwords. But when you're trying to log in with user2 or user4, you have defined privilege 15. That means privilege 15 means administrative privilege. That means you don't have to type the enable password, directly going to get the access of the privilege mode. What I'm actually saying, let's see, exit. I'm going to hit enter. It again asks me about the username. So user, let's say I'm going to log in with user 4, and then user 4 again. See, I'm directly logged in to the privilege mode. I don't have to type enable password over here, or maybe enable secret password over here. So privilege 15 means you're going to get the administrative privilege. You're going to get direct access to the privilege mode. If you are not actually providing the privilege 15 access, that means the user, they have to type both the password for user exit mode as well as for the privilege mode. So this is it for the console login, or maybe the console security based upon the user access that is actually being authenticated with the router's local database. So this is it for this video. I'm going to meet you on my next video. Kindly like, share, and then subscribe. Thank you guys.